we good. Thank you, sir. Hello, thank you for joining us on this edition of the Be Positive Show, where we have some exciting people. We have a silly lady with us today. She's really silly, and she cussed too, y'all. But just a little bit, she says. But thank you for joining us. I'm so excited. I missed you guys, and I have somebody that's joining me today that's going to be on the show from now on. We now have a co-host, Lisa. Yay. So I got you guys, you got to have to call in and tell her congratulations for being on the show and for telling me yes, because I'm somebody to work with. I mean, like, she was like behind the scenes doing everything. Say, hey, I got an idea. She's like, I don't know, that don't sound too cool. It's like, come on, you could be my co-host. So Lisa has a nonprofit, which I'm a part of her board. So I'm a board member on Lisa's organization, which is here and as well as in Pensacola. She can probably tell you a little bit more about herself than I can, but I know that she's a counselor, psychologist. She's a life coach, an internet TV personality. She's from Douglasville, Georgia. Well, she lives in Douglasville, Georgia, but she and I both are from Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola in the house.
Let's not talk about that, Ben. I was there last week. My birthday, I just turned 55 on last Monday. So I went on a hiatus for a week, well, a little short of a week. And I went to a conference, which was really, really amazing. And I had an awesome time. So now I'm back. I'm still trying to catch up and just woosah and get everything back together. But I do want to tell everybody thank you for my birthday wishes. It was so many of you guys, and I wanted to tell you, I'm getting to you.
No, you fine.
I wanted to tell everybody thank you personally, but I know that was hard to do because it was more than I expected. But if I missed anyone, I didn't get to tell you all, I'm telling you now, thank you. So don't charge it to my mind, charge it to, you know that little thing, what they say. But so I have joining me today, this lady right here. She got so many hats. We got them tucked up under, y'all can't see them, but we got a lot of hats. But she's a stand-up comedian. Oh, my God. She's a stand-up comedian. She's a mom. She's an author. They're okay. That means they won't call right back. She's a writer. She's a producer. She's a CEO. She's just she's letting her gifts. She has a lot of gifts. And it says that we should make room for our gifts. And you have a lot of them. And you're using your gifts. And I want to thank you for joining us and accepting our invitation to come on the Be Positive Show.
Thank you.
And it was kind of weird how I met you. I met you at a prayer breakfast.
Yes.
And you were so amazing.
Thank you.
And I was like, I gotta have her on my show. And we exchanged information, and you didn't even tell me no. Most of my guests don't. I gotta tell this story right quick, and we're gonna get into it. I'm sorry. When I started this show, I was kind of like, okay, God, you're telling me to step out on faith. I'm listening to my daughter who died in January of 2017, who said, Mom, you can't just not do what it is that you want to do. You got to do some things and step out on faith. And I said, well, how am I going to get guests for the Be Positive Show? So I prayed about it and I prayed about it. But you know that since I've started this show in 7 months ago, I have not one time struggled to get guests to come on the show. Not one time have I struggled. So that just lets me know that if we step out and we trust God and we step out on faith, He'll make a way out of no way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, okay.
And for me, when you asked me, you were just so sweet. You were just like, hey, I want you to be on my show. It's called the Be Positive Show. I was like, I'll do it.
You did. And I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So let's talk about you. Let's talk about these many hats that you wear. Okay. I want to know what made you, as an Afro-American female, to decide that you want to produce movies or be a director, because I think that would be kind of hard, because that's kind of like, they stereotypically say that that's a man's field. You don't have too many female, and then on top of that, black females that are producers or directors. I've seen some of your work. It's pretty good.
Thank you.
So what made you decide that was a field or something that you wanted to do?
Well, I've kind of shared this story 100 times, but I'm going to share it with you all again because it doesn't get old to me. And it's new to your listening audience. So
Yes,
be
it
encouraged
is.
with this story,
Yes,
people,
be
okay?
encouraged.
So when we went through Hurricane Katrina, and so we moved to North Carolina after the storm, and I really wanted to go home. And I used
Where's home?
Gulfport, Mississippi. Shout
Oh,
out to all
wow.
of Mississippi
Woo,
folks. And so I wanted to go home, but the house that I was renting at the time was kind of destroyed because of the storm. And so I started writing out of frustration, not even thinking that it was something that was, within me. So I wrote my first stage play, and I shared it with a good friend of mine in North Carolina. And he was like, wow, who wrote this? And I was like, me. What you mean, who wrote
Wow.
this? And he was like, so what are you going to do with it? And my first stage play was called Before the Bell Rings. And I am an advocate for young people and children. I love working in that ministry. So that play was about 10 kids who were struggling with their own thing, and they were in this study hall classroom, and that's kind of where they would lash out or try to come together. And I played the substitute teacher who would try to kind of talk them through these issues. And so we did the first stage play, and it was good. And I was like, there were moments where you could hear a pin drop as the kids were doing testimonies through monologues or whatnot. And then when I was backstage in a scene and I heard the audience laugh, and I was like, let me find out that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And so writing started to come natural for me. That's how I know this was something that was gifted from God, because I never desired to write, but I was looking for a reason to do something, so I just wouldn't pack up my kids and go back to Mississippi to nothing, because my mom's house was messed up, my sister's house was messed up, my brother's house, now he must be living right, because all he had was a little sign that came off of his house, and I was like, dang. I need to talk to him. Yeah, but then that first stage play turned into I have 7 stage plays. And so then it was like, well, if you can do a stage play, well, what else can you do? And so then I transitioned into short film, and I was like, okay, so what's next? And I continued to challenge myself, and that's how I ended up doing my first feature film. But I didn't know anything about putting on a stage play, but I had a group of people that surrounded me in North Carolina. Shout out to my North Carolina family. Love you guys so much. They have been the same group of people from the moment of the very first stage play to today.
So support system is very important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
And when you build that following of people who kind of enjoy the message that you put out there, whether it's a tough message, whether it's dealing with domestic violence, molestation, the things that our young people go through, and it creates a conversation piece for parents and for people who are in relationships, or women who don't really know what to do next in certain situations. So I just use that as a way to minister to people through my writing, and it's not always nice, but it's the truth in somebody's perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to my girlfriends when they talk and they tell me their secrets, and when I want to be verbal and be like, leave his butt, I just write it, and then they come out and support you, of course. And so when they see that situation, they're like, oh, that's what I should have done.
Wow.
And so that's how I minister.
So you kind of stepped out on faith yourself,
I
right?
did. I absolutely did. I
Wow.
was scared
So that's
to death.
yeah. Were you?
I was.
I
Because,
can't believe that,
failure.
Schelle.
No, when you're scared of failure, and then all of the plays weren't the best. We had some that we only had 20 people in the audience, but we carried on like it was a packed house. And so that kind of perseverance for me has gotten me to where I am right now, and I will not ever stop, because I enjoy it so much. Entertaining people on so many different levels, whether it's drama, whether it's comedy, whether it's, being a motivational speaker, to whatever group I'm trying to reach at the time. That's what I believe my true calling is. And I put a little comedy with it, so because sometimes people just need to laugh.
Yeah, and you
That's
are
being
really funny.
Well,
Oh my
thank
God. You are
funny.
really funny. And
Thank you.
I just something about your spirit that drew me to you. I'm a spirit-led person. So if your spirit's not right, I'm kind of like, okay, I'll speak to you because it's the godly thing to do, but you won't get me. I want draw into you, you know.
Yeah.
So that was something that was the reason why I was able to approach you, and you were approachable. So
Thank
that
you.
was the reason why. So you say you have children. How many kids do you have?
I have 2 lovely.
Okay. Well, tell us about your 2 lovely kids that
Lovely
you be
daughters.
hollering at on them videos.
Let me tell you something, they crazy, and I guess the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Well, I have a college graduate, my oldest daughter, Bria. She's a graduate of UNC Charlotte. She's a psychology major, and
Alright,
for some
psychology.
reason,
Okay.
she wants to diagnose the whole
Yes,
house.
Auntie, let's get their minds right.
No,
Call
Bria.
me. Call me, Bria. Call me.
And then I have I say she's my baby, Chanel, who is a senior in high school,
Wow.
and bless her little wannabe Kardashian heart. Chanel thinks we have made it, people, and we have not
Yes.
quite.
Well, that's how you supposed to think.
Child.
Don't let her change her perception of what she feels.
Oh, now she's. I hate to. I'm gonna use the word. She's a hustler with it now, because in her mind, if there's some weave.
Okay.
And she got it in a cart, and it's $300. She went to cosmetology at her high school, her old high school. They have this thing where you take your core classes in the beginning of the day, and then the second half you can go and almost get a trade. So she
Okay.
took up cosmetology, and so she got her certification
Okay.
for that. And she will watch a YouTube video and will slay some hair.
That's pretty
So
good.
her thing
So
is
yes,
like,
yes,
all right,
yes.
I need to braid 2 heads to pay for this
Okay.
week. Mama, can I braid some hair this weekend? You
Don't stop her.
absolutely
Let-
can.
Don't
Absolutely
block her
can.
mind. Let her
No.
go. She's gonna be like her mom.
Because my
don't
money
like
go
it.
for groceries, Chanel, not extensions, boo.
Yes.
But they're a delight, and they are my
They are.
biggest cheerleaders, and they
That's
they
awesome.
have been so supportive. Even when we moved to North Carolina, they could have been, because Mississippi was home, and so just to take them away, and we stayed in North Carolina for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
My kids were not rebellious. They did not act out. They were
Right.
just like, we're gonna rock with you.
Rock with you.
And I love them so much, and that's why I work so hard, because it's a lot of stuff that I plan on blessing them with.
Yes.
Right.
Just for being, because
Be
some mamas
right,
can't
right.
say that.
Yeah,
You know?
no,
Even
they
my
can't.
mama, I was a
Exactly.
pregnant teen mom, and so for me, it was important to make sure that we had communication, because some things that
Right.
back then you
Yeah.
couldn't talk to your mama
couldn't
about.
talk about.
Yeah.
But if you get a tingly feeling, I need to know about it so we can get some stuff going.
Listen,
Okay.
Schelle is also a stand-up comedian. She's going to be doing her first stand-up act in Gulfport, Mississippi.
This Saturday.
This
Oh, wow.
Saturday.
Saturday.
So those people that are viewing us that are in that surrounding area are in Gulfport, Mississippi, go out and support her.
Yes.
She is really, really funny. We're not going to talk about the funny part though.
It's just a little language barrier, folks.
Yes, she
okay?
has a very, very, very
Strong.
strong
Oh, wow.
language barrier. Okay.
That's what, but of course, then that's what Miss Robbie would say. Yeah, Miss Robbie would say that. But Lisa Tanya, on the other hand, honey, go do you, sister. I just
say a
love
couple
it.
of words.
We don't need y'all to find
Hunty,
another name
I
for me, okay?
Hunty, I love it. It's okay,
okay.
Miss Robbie. It's
Okay,
okay.
okay. I am not the little church lady now. Y'all gonna
We
have to
said
change
Miss
that.
Robbie.
So you also have a nonprofit,
I do.
which is really exciting because it says teens. Does that primarily consist of females?
Nope.
No. So that's any teen.
Any teen. The name of our nonprofit, my daughter and I started, my oldest daughter, and Chanel was like, yeah, just put my name down there. I'll do whatever y'all say. It's called On Your Feet, GA for Georgia. And when teen moms first start out, of course, the first thing that they kind of do is go and get on public assistance. And for me, the goal is to migrate them off of
Okay.
the system.
Right.
You don't have to stay on there
Exactly.
forever.
Exactly.
So if you're taught early on, yeah, you can use it, and then you transition into a job, and this
Right.
is how you save, and you have options. You can go to college part-time, you can go to school full-time and then work at night. You can go into the military as a source of being a provider for your family, but you don't have to stay on
Exactly,
the system.
exactly.
You can free that up for someone else who may need it. So On Your Feet is how we plan to transition teen moms off of public assistance to stand on their own feet and raise their families.
I think
So I
that's
would like to
pretty
interject.
amazing.
That is an awesome. I was just overwhelmed when I went through your website for On Your Feet because so many So many do have had the experience as teen moms. I was in my 20s, but I have two sisters that were teen moms. And with support, they were able to manage through. But of course, we talk about it now as adults, and to them, it was not easy. And of course, the same things you're saying, that was the premise. The system, it's okay for a moment. It's a temporary, a stepping stone. So when I saw the parameters that you had in place for the teens, I thought that was just awesome.
Thank
so
you.
Did that come out of you yourself, your own past and the things you may have experienced as a teen mom, or?
It did, and the most important part for me with the way we want to give with this organization is even with EBT benefits, there are certain things that you can't purchase with them. So if you're using that to make sure that you have food for your family, our organization wants to be able to make sure you have those non-perishable items. Diapers are not cheap. They buy $25 a case, if not more. So we want to take all the worry away from the teen moms to make sure that okay, we're going to take everything that can block you from finishing high school and knowing that you can go to junior college or a four-year university again, or the military, or get a trade, whatever it is that you want to do or you're good at. We want to make those steps plain for you. Even when it comes to banking, we don't really know as teens. We get that debit card and think that it's cool, and then it's in overdraft, and you don't know what's going on. I'm horrible with money, but I know somebody at Wells Fargo who can teach me how to get it right.
Yes.
And so those are the people who we're partnering with to say, okay, hey, I have this teen mom. This is where she is educationally. This is where she's trying to go. What can our program offer her to make sure that she stays on this path? She knows nothing about a savings account, a checking account, a 401k, none of those things. Let's educate our teens and get them in a better place so they can just say, okay, now that this is done, me and my child or children, we're here, we're in a better place, open it up for someone else who needs it. And then I'm going to refer them right back through this On Your Feet program so that it can keep going and letting them know that this is temporary. That's why they call it temporary assistance for needy families. You don't have to stay there.
That's
Awesome.
amazing.
So how can the viewing audience support On Your Feet?
Well,
if
right
someone
now,
out there was interested in buying Pampers, helping with milk, things that the young adults would need, or teen moms.
Or even if they have some services that they can use to help provide the teens with something that will help them in society.
So if you're doing a financial contribution, you can always go to our PayPal account, and it's OYF, for On Your Feet GA, at gmail.com. If you're on Cash App and you're watching right now, and our push from now until November is the Give Me $5. So we're asking for $5 and we're going to pool all that money together, and we're going to make sure that they have Thanksgiving baskets that come with wipes and diapers and things that they cannot purchase with their benefits. So our Cash App is $OYFGA.
Okay.
And that's On Your Feet, Georgia, because I'm starting here in Georgia, but watch out, Mississippi and North Carolina.
She
I'm
said,
coming
watch
through.
out, y'all. That's what she said.
Because I want to branch out. Those are also my homes. So I want to go back home and start this program.
And
in
you can
both
do
of those
that.
places.
You
I
can do that.
absolutely
We're
am.
going to speak that into existence right now.
Yep.
And I am so glad you said that, because even me, that is one of my biggest wishes, and I'm moving forward with Robin's help with my program, Go Forth and Sustain, which is in life skills program for ex-offender. Our focus is women 18 and up, and the backdrop is mental health awareness. So I would love to provide some services for your teen moms on the life coaching and counseling side, because mental health in our community is
real.
Not tomorrow, not next year, it's pressing. So for me, to bring mental health awareness into the communities, I just now so awestruck with the movement, and that was me. I've been here in Georgia for 16 years, in Douglasville for 7. But I got to go home. I've got to go home and push my program forward, because the people there need the services. And speaking of home, I would like to say shout outs and hello to my sister
I was going
Lenora.
to ask if anybody had any shout outs.
Yasmin Ali, Tangi English from Pensacola, Teresa Bernadette, Lavoy Fountain, Tony Ball, all of our amazing Stephanie Harmon, hello and thanks for watching.
Yes, thanks
My
guys for
loving
watching.
and sweet, kind husband that also substitutes as my
Yes.
assistant.
Hey,
my driver.
honey.
Hi, honey. Thank you for driving me today.
Yeah,
as well
he's
as
really
Michelle
awesome because
Wood.
he's here in the studio with us.
Hey, honey.
Yeah, so do you have any shout outs? I got some too, but I'm gonna let you go first.
I
let
do.
you guess some.
I want to shout out all of the people who have just supported me, period. Even, when I was doing well and when I was like, no, what I'm doing in this industry. Like, everybody, the people who've bought your tickets to the show this weekend, thank you. To those who are waiting, I'm telling y'all that limited seating is real. I want to give a special shout out to the cast, the returning cast of my feature film sequel, Two Wrongs. To all of them, I want to give a shout out to my good girlfriend, Miriam Sinevert with True Self Magazine, my mom, my sister, everybody. I love y'all.
Yeah. And then Mildred's going to be with us on the
Miriam.
is going to be with us on the 21st, and I'm excited. I'm trying to get in the magazine.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to get on film. I'm trying to get everywhere.
Everywhere.
So my shouts out is Shanita. Shanita is like Shanita was at the prayer breakfast. I don't know if you got to meet her, but she was one of the ones who invited me to the prayer breakfast. She's such a good supporter. She's celebrating her 55th birthday the whole month. She
Yes,
always does
birthday
that.
month.
So I want to say hello to her. I want to also say happy birthday to my friend Kathy. Kathy Pittman is celebrating her birthday today, and she called me for my birthday and sung to me, but I couldn't do that to her. Yeah, I didn't want to do that to her. So I'm just going to be nice and shout out to you on the show. Happy birthday, Kathy, and I pray and hope God bless you with many, many more. My niece Tyler is watching. Hey, we had a good time. I had to buy you a tie while I was at home, but I still love you though. Cause she was doing stuff for me. We went to church, and I wanted one of my other nieces to come to church with me, and she decided at the last minute, I gotta go back and get my makeup. I said, girl, didn't you know that? So she whipped around and got a flat tie. I said, okay, it's my fault. TT, I'll buy you a tie.
Got
So
that time.
I know she deserved it.
Got
So
that time.
Shanita said hi, ladies.
Yay.
And Audrey goes to church with me. She's from Pensacola. Evangelist Connie Wilson. Hello, Kevin. Hi, guys. Big Al. Thanks, guys, for watching us. Ashley, my last take. I need to see you soon, honey. I cried so much this week at this conference. It's just amazing. So I'll be calling you soon, okay? But we're going to be talking about, you got some upcoming movies that's going to be coming in.
Let me say this, Miss Robin.
Okay.
Shout out to my pastor.
Okay.
My pastor Tyner. He's gonna have a procedure tomorrow. He has prostate cancer, but
Okay.
he's getting his piece implanted for oral chemo.
Okay.
So, Pastor, I just want to let you know that I am praying for you, and I love you so much. We text last night, and I said, Lord, fix it.
He will.
Fix it.
And
He will.
because I need him around for a very long time.
Yes, we're
Yes,
going to be praying
indeed.
for him as
Thank you.
well.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So, do we have a clip of any of her? Did you have a clip of any of her films, or you just had flyers?
I don't know. I
No?
think we have flyers. It may
Okay.
be a clip. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
You're not for sure.
Cousin Mike got it.
Cousin Mike got it. Did we have any clips, Mike? I'm not for sure, but we're gonna just talk about. So you have how many films do you have out? Movies do you have out?
Well, the current movie now that's available to be seen. The other, I have my 3 short films I put on YouTube. So if you want to check out my short film work that kind of led up to where I am now, it's on YouTube. You can just search my name and they'll come up. It's The Vows that I star in with Joseph Callender. Then it's Color of Love, Victoria Woodbury and Jamal Farrar. They star in that one. And then Five Little Girls has a very strong cast of beautiful women. Brandy L. Grant is in there. Lanisha Rodman. Jim Carrey's daughter is in that movie. The comedian Jim Carrey. His daughter, Rianne, that's her name. Rianne is in that movie, and Gian is in that movie. We had just a really, really great cast. Yeah, and shout out to director James A. House. He used to live in Douglasville. He just moved back to North Carolina, but House did an amazing job directing these ladies. And then, what else? Oh, then you have Two Wrongs that's on Amazon Prime and Tubi, and you can just kind of Google where you can watch it, and it just won't die. It's that movie that people are just like, I thought really this was gonna be like a low budget. No, hang in there with me.
Hey, Tyler, you hear this, don't you?
Hang in there with me. And then when people watch it, they're just blown away. So thank you for those people who kind of was like, oh, it started kind of slow, but it stay there.
I watched a clip. He's going to show us something. So we do.
Teaser.
Teaser trailer. So let's watch this. This is some of her work. This is Two Wrongs. Let's see.
That's the teaser trailer,
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this good?
It just made you gonna want to watch all of it.
Is
everything.
it? I know why he's getting that set up to watch. Let us know when you're ready. Okay. I watched something, and I'm not for sure the name of it, but it was something where there were some young ladies that were sitting around a table, and they had some kind of mental issues, or was it?
That's 5 Little Girls.
That was the
Five Little Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to watch that because it seemed, I only saw like a snippet of it, and it seemed very interesting, so I'm going to watch that.
That's a favorite one from when we first did it. I released them all. It was like a trilogy because I was trying to abstain from sex until the Lord sent me a husband.
Oh my
and
gosh, she's
so
silly.
I did. And in the meantime, I was like, okay, well, Lord, you got to give me something to do. And so that's when the trilogy came with all 3 of those films. And so 5 Little Girls is a good one.
It really is.
Okay.
Okay,
so
let's really amazing. Though.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So we're gonna go ahead and show. He's gonna show us this little clip that's a trailer of hers, and we'll be right back.
Business, but tonight I plan on getting some pleasure. Okay. And I hope to see you Hooches in church tomorrow. So cheers.
All right.
She worked hard
And
for
so
the money.
this is why I can no longer be your doctor. I mean, like, really, who does that?
He inherited his knowledge.
You tell him he can bring that weak to fix it on tomorrow if he wants to, and I will bury his ass and make him the laughing stock of this entire city. I thought you didn't like these things.
Dallas, we're making a mess right here. So.
Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning to you.
So tell me, why are you here in Chicago with me?
But how you gonna pretend that dating black men is something you just don't do, but then get mad at me and the first black man you call is Kevin? Why not call the black man you had the issue with, Jason? What the hell would you call Liberty's husband for? Or is that who you always call when time's trouble?
But when lies,
What's wrong?
What does he have that I don't?
deception, love, and lust mingle together,
Damn, a guy that knows exactly what he wants.
What's wrong? What's going on, Mom?
That.
two wrongs has never made anything right.
Last night did not happen.
Yes, it did.
Two wrongs may not make it right, but the cost of making it even was a debt no one knew they would have to pay. Debrida Calloway, Nikita Danielle Johnson, Elisa Marie, Victoria Woodbury, Joseph Callender, Schelle Purcell, and introducing Ulrich Johnson, Schelle Purcell's Two Wrongs.
Well, we know
Shout out to the returning cast,
Yes.
Ulrich, everybody. I'm just so excited. I finished writing the sequel to it, and it has been I was just laughing at myself. You know, when you get all those people talking in your head, it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill them with this one. And I say it's so fulfilling as a writer to be able to create conflict and show a better way to resolve things than just acting out all the time. And just want to shout out other writers that I have worked with. Miss Iris Bowling, she directed Deadly Sexy, which was a novel. Antoinette, you're gonna have to tell me, I can't remember the lady's name. She gonna kill me. But I did Deadly Sexy, and just to work with women of color, to see us in those positions, I'm just like, yeah, sign me up. Jeanette Hill, she's a playwright that I do a lot of work with. But it's just so fulfilling when I see us in those different positions. That was really amazing.
You did an awesome job.
And so I'm excited. We're gonna start pre-production on that in January. So the Beverly Jenkins, that's her name. She's a best-selling author. Thank you, Antoinette. I knew, girl, this is why I be keeping you, girl. And so just excited. Bria, I'm on TV now, child. Somebody tell Bria that, thank you, that's Hattie Hartwell who came through. Everybody. Miss Hartwell, tell Bria I'm doing the Live Be Positive show to leave me alone.
Look, now this is one of her other gigs. She's a comedian, y'all. She's funny, too.
She just, like I told her I was coming to be with y'all. That's okay. It's okay.
You should have bought
I thought you were playing.
I guess.
So, you're an author. So, what kind of books do you write? Are they funny books, or are your authors books that you turn into movies?
Well,
oh, I can't.
You remember I was in that season of abstinence and I was trying to abstain? To the Lord send me your husband, because I said, Jesus, look, I'm not giving away no more free booty. I'm not. None of that, Lord. But you send me a man, send me a good husband, Lord. And so while I was in that moment, I wrote an erotica novel.
Okay.
That was full of frustration.
Okay.
And storylines.
All right.
But it was good. It was called Open Your Eyes.
Okay.
Open your eyes,
And if I ever produce Open Your Eyes, it's definitely going to be rated R.
Okay.
And probably shown on Netflix.
Okay.
50 Shades of Blackness.
All right then. Okay.
Yeah.
But as a producer, you have to be open-minded. You can't just keep it at one place. You have to be able to go out and venture out to different things to, I guess, captivate the audience, to keep them intrigued, to follow, to see what you're gonna do next. You know, unlike certain people, I'm not gonna call names. Okay, if there's any viewers that are watching and you guys want to call in and ask Schelle any questions, I'm sure she has an answer for you.
I do.
The number is 470-251-4343, and she would love to answer your questions. She can not be so silly.
I enjoy. Cause see, let me tell y'all something. All my life, I had to be serious, and I'm just tired.
And that's me as well.
You know. But I do know when to turn it on and turn it off, especially when the phone rings at the job and you have to put on your white voice. So I was just like, thank you for calling, Mrs. Schelle.
Okay, so you have a couple of podcasts too, right?
Oh yeah, I have a podcast.
Yeah.
It's called.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Get ready, Miss Robin.
No, hold on. This is viewer discretion is advised, okay? I'm just telling y'all, okay? So go ahead, tell them.
The name of my podcast is Schelle Purcell, Mom with a Mic, because that's who I am. I have a voice. I have all this equipment at home because I am an actor here in Atlanta. Shout out to my new agent, Soul Talent.
Okay.
I'm going to be working all next year. Okay, so... But yeah, Mom with a Mic was something that I just wanted to do. One of my girlfriends, Tiana Ham, she's with Park Bench Productions, and so we started working together. And she was telling me about this podcast Lyve, and then one of the little millennials at the job, she was like, "Oh, you could do it easily," and I'm like, "Okay, what I have to do?" She said, "Just use what you have, in the comfort of your own home." And I said, "Well, you're right." And I did. I used my equipment, and I just talk about a lot of stuff. And I have a very strong vocabulary.
Strong vocabulary, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it
And
is.
I use expressive words. But I just be telling what happened. And I call it, stand-up comedy sitting down, because I'm sitting at this desk and I'm just talking, telling what happened, and it's so fulfilling.
And hollering at the babies in the background.
Yes, because that's what moms
Fussing at
do.
them.
Y'all
That's what mamas
know.
do. That's what mamas
we
do.
turn that light off.
I think that's what makes it so funny, because it's like you'll be talking in the middle of a conversation, you be like, I'm on a podcast right here. Can you not slam that cabinet or?
It's just,
I'm like, look at her.
Y'all know this is my taping time. And then Bria has this little dog who thinks he's a big dog, which is Lyve. And you would think he's a straight up killer, but once you get in and call his name, he's putty in your hand, so he's acting a fool. I'm burning down the house. It's a lot.
So you have a movie that's coming out. Do you in 2000 I saw something. Did she have a movie, some kind of movie that's coming out?
You talking about This Life?
This Life came out in spring.
No. So This Life is a drama series that we are deciding if we're going to make it a feature film or if we're just going to keep it as a series.
Okay.
What I would like to do is keep it as a series because the cast is so phenomenal. Yeah. There's a young lady that I thoroughly enjoy watching work. Her name is Dakira Williamson. She looks like Kimberly Elise's daughter. Looks like she spit her out. And she is so talented. And Antonio Baldwin, like all of them together, they were just, I was like, I did so well with casting these children. And so I want to do it as a series to get them the most exposure that I can get them. Because with a series, you have the opportunity of going a second season, a third season. So that's what the hope is for that. I also have an untitled feature film that I wrote that I'm targeting Derek Luke and Kimberly Elise and some other people that my oldest daughter, Bria, she's really good with casting because she watches all genres of movies.
Okay.
Me, she talks about me all the time. I stick to the black movies because that's in my acting world. That's who I'm up against for roles.
Yes.
And then when it comes to writing and directing, I'm looking at those ladies who do that. So I'll like, okay, what did she do that made this movie so different? So to kind of give me something to start my own blueprint of how to be different from them, but enough to get that attention. So Bria's like, you watch the black people, mama, fine, and she watches everybody else. So when it was time to cast and do my dream cast for my untitled feature, she was able to plug all of these amazing actors that I have no idea who they are. But I was like, thank you, Bria. And it's that kind of teamwork.
So that means Bria has a gift as well. So a lot of gifts added together, and then you're in your network, and then it's your family. It really makes it really, really passionate.
And that's why my production company is HWF Productions, because my maiden name is Holloway, Bria's last name is Wright, and Chanel's last name is Fairley. So that's what the HWF. It's going to be. It's so amazing to be able to work with them in that capacity. And even when Chanel was smaller, when I started doing stage plays, she was like, "Mama, I want to pass out the programs. Can I take the tickets? Can I take the money?
Awesome.
You can take the tickets, but you can't
take the money."
We're gonna let TT Gwen get the money.
I want to ask you about your work with Tyler Perry, and your work with Tyler Perry, and just seeing the clips for him being the first African American. Oh God, it was just awesome. And then on the way over here, I passed and it says Tyler Perry Studios. So it was just like, amazing. And when I looked and I was like going through your stuff all last week, and I was like, what did she do? She worked with Tyler Perry.
It was so gratifying. A friend of mine who worked on Two Wrongs with me in North Carolina, he transitioned here. So he went and he took this class, and the instructor he's such a sweet guy. So she fell head over heels for him, and she's like, hey, have you ever done PA work, which is production assistant? And he's like, I'm sure in my capacity of working, I have. And she asked him for a resume. He put it together. And so then he calls me and he's like, hey, Schelle P, are you beneath doing PA work out at Tyler Perry Studios? Have you lost your thing on mind? No, of course not. Do he need me to pick up some trash while I'm out there? What you want me to do?
Wow.
Please. I put that resume together so fast and here, send that to whoever. I'm down. And I did PA work. And so the guy who was my host there, he was like, if you learn how to do PA work here at Tyler Perry Studios, you can do it anywhere. And he said, it's fast-paced. We shot a movie in 1 week. And so I was in charge of background, which happens, translation, extras. But it's a lot of work to be in charge of extras.
And that studio is so nice. My son is into music, and their studio is at Tyler Perry's facility.
That's
and
beautiful.
we was creeping around looking. Security said, you don't have to do that. You can just walk over there. Like, okay. I want to take pictures, but I didn't want to act all ghetto and echo, so I just didn't.
And they're used
so
to people.
nice. Yeah.
What you're saying, and that was great. I want to bring that up when you said no, it was not beneath you. And see, a lot of people will miss opportunities like that because Robin addressed me that way. She always saying, Dr. Paget Hughes, and we laugh about it all the time. So of course I've claimed it and I've received it. And wrote
But
the
you
name
know
on
why
it.
I say that.
But, right, and with her though, she would always say that in the sense of when she asked me to come on, working behind the scenes, she was like, "This is way over your head. You can do it, but I just don't even feel right.
Right,
asking you to do this." I was like, "Girl, come on, you need some help." But she was
Because I'm
like,
the type of person, if I
"Yes."
can do it myself, I'll try to do it. But I know that I'm only one person and I can't. And I guess I'm not supposed to be this way. I'll wait to the last minute before I ask anybody to do anything for me. I'll just try to do it myself. But her, I don't have to, she knows exactly what to do, what needs to be done, and I don't have to worry about it. She's going to get it done. So I really appreciate her as well.
And I
want to tell you
kinda
that.
get out of that spirit of being afraid to not necessarily afraid, but not asking people
Me
for
too.
help.
Exactly. Me too.
Because all they can either say is
It's yes
yes
or
or
no.
no.
Yeah.
And so I've had my share of no's because now no's don't even bother me. You can't do
Exactly.
it. Okay, no
Exactly.
problem. Moving on, right?
Yes, yes.
And so, but the experience out there at the studio was crazy. And the first day I heard him on the headset, I was like, oh my gosh. It's
I
Mr.
can
Perry.
imagine.
And then it was time for me to run extras to set to where he actually was for this particular scene. So I have them there and I've positioned them where they needed to go. And then I saw him. I said, oh, he's big. He is big.
Wow.
And then to continue to hear him and see him and just so many people of so many different talents. And Crystal Fox was there. She plays Hannah on The Have and the Have Nots. She plays lead in this particular film. And then I saw Felicia Rashad.
Oh, wow.
And I just touched her. I said, "You are so beautiful." She said, "Thank you, baby."
Oh.
I was done. Check, slip my money. I'm good. I'm done. But it was amazing. We worked very long hours that whole week. But we shot a feature film in a week, and out there what he has done is so amazing.
Yes.
He has everything. I went
Yes.
upstairs to the wardrobe room, and anything you can think of, it's there. He has sewing machines. Like, if we don't have it, we're gonna make it. And it's so humbling and gratifying how he's blessed so many people with
Yes.
jobs
Yes.
and
yes.
everybody out there. When you step on campus, the whole atmosphere.
Yeah.
If they look at you, they speaking to you.
Yes,
They
yes.
are.
And people don't even do that in real
Real
life.
life.
No,
You
they
know,
don't.
but it's like almost a thing for him. If you see somebody, you speak to somebody, and it just made you feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to leave. They put me out, but I didn't want to go.
That's
I was
okay.
like, I'm
You're
gonna just sleep to the
you're
next
gonna have,
project.
God's going to bless you with a lot more
Yes.
opportunities.
I received that. Thank
you're going to
you.
be going a lot of places. We're going to have you back here. And again, I want to thank you for coming, accepting our invitation to come here. It's 6:42, so we're going to kind of like wrap it up for our next guest. Let's come on. That went really fast. I
we
wanted
were
to
having
say
a
a
good
couple of things as well. For our winter coat drive, for my birthday, you know how Facebook does this little thing where they ask you to do a fundraiser for your birthday, and they want you to donate money to St. Jude's or whatever, or you get to choose a fundraiser if you want to create one. So what I did was I created a fundraiser for my birthday, and the birthday was, I set a goal for $500, and what I was going to do is the Be Positive show. We're getting money for coats and hats I'm more for women, because I've noticed that here in the state of Georgia that they have so many resources for homeless men, but the women are struggling and they don't have places to go. And that's something that I identify with, because I was once homeless for 3 years. So it was a struggle for me that I had to go out and do what I had to do, but the men, it's so easy for them to find somewhere to stay. So what we've decided to do is I took my birthday money that I raised on Facebook, which was, my goal was $500, but happily we got $535,
Hey.
which I am probably going to match that. And we're going to go get coats and hats for people. So I just wanted to let everybody know that we did reach our goal of $500. We actually got $535. So I want to thank all of those people who gave. And I'm trying to think of a way to make it special for all those people who did give. I want the people that we give the stuff to let them know that those people had a part in getting those things for
Maybe
them.
they can write a little
So,
note.
yeah, we can say when we give it to them, wrap it in gifts and put their names on it on the gift card from or something. But I just want them to be included in it. But I just want you guys, the viewers, to know that that's what I decided to do with the birthday money that I raised on my fundraiser, and. I guess that's really about it. Don't forget, if you have any coats or hats or anything that you want to donate, you can drop them off here at the station, and that's 777. That's a lot of sevens, right? Cleveland Avenue Southwest, and that's Atlanta, Georgia, Suite 406. There are certain days you can go to, you can email us at bepositiveshow@aol.com. If you have any questions or concerns, or you want to just give money, we'll accept that too, and we'll do the shopping. But I just want to thank all those people who gave, and that's basically it. And Lisa, you
We
have
appreciate
anything?
y'all.
Yeah, we
Yes, we
do.
do. Really appreciate
Tell them people in Gulfport. Hey, go get them tickets.
Quit playing. Charmaine, get everybody together. You was the last one to come in. I'm telling you, Jeffrey Hullum, all y'all, get y'all tickets.
Yes.
For real. Stop playing.
And
Don't make
she'll
me look
also
bad.
be doing something here in Georgia. So as soon as she does, she'll be popping in again with us and having that time to let us know where she's going to be at, so we possibly can go and maybe do a remote shoot. Who knows?
Yeah.
Come and do something live where you.
Oh my God!
Where you're at.
And
So-
then just check back with us on our page. We're going to be most of our guests that we have on our show. We try to support them because that's basically what I got this platform for, is to help other people market themselves. It's not about me; it's about you guys. So I really appreciate you all for taking the time out to even want to be a part of the Be Positive show. So
When you
again,
say
like I
be
said,
positive, it's just like you can't help but yes, I feel
Exactly.
like I'm a
Yes.
positive
I
person.
know I put a lot of
Positively.
thought in that.
I appreciate that. Shout out to my man
pal.
Alex P, who brought me here today.
Alex,
Yes.
Took all
thanks
my
for joining
pictures.
us.
Yes.
Sorry the Falcons lost Sunday.
Was that what you called that? A loss? Oh my God.
Siri said they got crushed.
Yeah, they did.
I'm sorry about that.
But I'm not going to talk about that because I got to go to church Sunday, and there's a lot of Falcons fans.
I would like to close with stating this. Since the holidays are coming up, I will be, again, mental health awareness. If you know anyone out there that need some help in the counseling, psychology area, they just need someone to talk to, I do donate 20 free hours monthly, so I can be reached at 770-276-9241, and that's under my Matters of the Mind life coaching services. Just hit me up or at mattersofthemind.llc@gmail.com. Leave a message, and we can talk about some needs you may have. I am excited to announce my first Wine, Dine, and Matters of the Mind in Pensacola, Florida.
I'm excited
It will be
too.
November 16th at the Social Desk from 4 to 9 p.m. So it's being hosted by my homegirl, Octavia Thomas, and we are getting ready to, honey, let's talk about the troubles that bind us in the mind.
Yeah. So we'll
Let's
be back
come
in
on, sisters.
Pensacola in November.
Yes.
I think we got something else before November, don't we? Do we have anything before November? We got to go back for. I don't know.
I think one of the guests does.
Okay.
And
okay.
any of the guests out there that are watching, we will be contacting you because our December is going to be phenomenal, full of all our amazing past guests. So
Yes.
let's get ready to jingle.
Yeah, it's going to be a celebration. So it's going to be not like a show. It's going to be a celebration. So get all those accomplishments that you've gotten since you were last here, and so we can talk about them. So you have to come back and join us as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all about the Mississippi show if y'all ain't got those tickets. I wanted to, before we close, to give out the email for
Okay.
my nonprofit.
Okay.
In case you're wanting to partner with what we're trying to do with On Your Feet, please feel free to email us at onyourfeetft ga@gmail.com. That's on your feet, ftga@gmail.com. With any questions, comments, concerns, partnering opportunities, we are here for it. If you are also wanting to do the Cash App, give me $5 so that we can prepare our teen moms for Thanksgiving and Christmas for the babies. That is $OYFGA, period. And on PayPal, we're on your feet, Georgia, as well. So thank you, ladies, so much
You
for
are
having
so
me. And I didn't say
welcome.
one cuss word.
You didn't, and I'm proud of you.
I know how to act.
I think you've been delivered. So we're going to be wrapping it up. I got to say one more thing. I forgot to tell you guys, I don't know how many people that are watching that follow me on Facebook, but the Be Positive show is going to be going to another network as well. We're wrapping up the loose ends. It's going to be the same show, but we're just going to be going on another network. So it's going to be the same show. We're just going to be adding another network. And it's going to be on cable channel 29. That's Comcast 29. So just be looking out for us, and we'll let you guys know when we start airing on that show, that station as well.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
ladies.
Thank you. Yes. So thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys back on October 21st. And have a good evening.
Be
Goodbye.
fabulous. Have a fabulous week on.